Last time on RuneScape in Minecraft. Martin claims it must be Fairy Godfather! Luckily, we already know how to find the fairies, so we head into the abandoned cabin in the woods. We easily destroyed the Tanglefoot, captured the queen's life force, and delivered it to the Fairy Godfather to save Xenarus' beloved leader. Or so we thought. Let's save the queen. Again. Lights, camera, action. Instead of cheers and praises for saving the Queen Fairy and rescuing the farms across the world, Martin the farmer starts yelling at us, saying the situation exploded into something much, much worse since you got involved. Yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I didn't believe you when you told me the story about the fairies in the first place. You were the only reason I went to the fairies, little Martin. You just better solve this problem. When people get hungry, they get angry. You're the person who said that everything would be alright, so you're the person who they'll get angry with. Good luck with that. I can just log out. Martin's angry with me. Unfairly so. The fairies caused this chaos. Don't yell at the messenger, yell at the management. We live in a society, people. Come on. I didn't need to do any of this. I didn't have to do a single thing for you, Martin. You can go plant your little netherwort that will never turn into roses. I don't believe you. After that unpleasant customer service moment, we storm off to talk with the Fairy Godmother. We walk into Fairy Nuff's cove again, and boom, Nuff said. Just kidding. No cutscenes here. That's a key difference between RuneScape and CraftScape. RuneScape triggers a cutscene upon entering Fairy Nuff's home, and then after the cinematic clip, no one's home, just a note left behind. CraftScape, facing Minecraft's multiplayer constraints, took a clever detour. Since anyone can show up at the same place at any time, the devs got a little creative. Can I talk to you? Wow, somebody has trashed this house, and what's happened to Fairy Nuff and the Fairy Nuff, that's literally you. Clever, 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 okay? I'll pick it up. Nuff certificate. The note at Nuff's place points us toward the Cosmic Rune Altar. RuneScape's letter guides players to translate it, but here, CraftScape throws out glitchy code that only vaguely hints at what's next. No translation needed. It's just a bunch of gibberish, but I feel like my pickaxe was enchanted with Fortune 3 for some reason. With that secret out of the way, we confront the Fairy Godfather about the Fairy Godmother's whereabouts. Panic flashes across his face, but when we tell him to calm down, something miraculous happens. He actually listens. That's suspicious. He explains we can talk to Fairy Fixit to repair the fairy circle for travel. You might have noticed the coordinator doesn't exist in CraftScape. Yep, sharp eyes, another subtle difference. We use the fairy rings and coded clues to sneak into the Fairy Godmother's hideout, overlooking her floating and focusing on the fact she's gravely ill. We discover the Godfather went mad with power, refusing to return her magic soul essence that would heal her, and now he terrorizes the fairy citizens. With a grin, and a solid level 40 thieving skill, we slip our hands into the Godfather's pockets and snatch the Fairy Godmother's magical shears. In RuneScape, players risk getting kicked out of Xenarus for this stunt. CraftScape offers a 100% success rate. The Ragdoll Godfather doesn't have the sharpest of eyes. One more fun fact, at this point RuneScape fills Xenarus with patrolling orcs, since the king turned a dictator. CraftScape feels more peaceful since it didn't include this mechanic, but still imagine the Godfather as a power-hungry tyrant anyway. The stolen pliers barely do anything though. One last chance remains. The Fairy Godmother's assistant tasks us with fetching a potion to jumpstart the queen's heart. Only 2 ingredients, the Starflower and Gorok's Claw Dust. We head to the Starflower location and get a rather unexpected surprise. Where the freak... Okay. This map. Why? Who designed it? Because they're in middle school. After escaping the icon of textbook vandalism, we face the Goroks. These aren't as aggressive as they are in RuneScape, but they are just as deadly. In CraftScape, Goroks won't strike unless you hit them first. Despite this, the beasts are still frightening. Prayer Protection offers no defense here, and claws drop only rarely, so we grind through 4 Goroks before finally securing that last ingredient. All of this just in time to save the Fairy Godmother's life. Upon awakening, she begins plotting her rebellion against the Godfather. Here's to hoping she at least fixes the farms. That completes Fairy Tale Part 2! Only 7 remain on our Ironman journey to conquer every quest in CraftScape. Thanks for being part of the action, more heads your way. Feel free to support the channel however you think I deserve. Some options include joining the Tomoa Discord, click-clacking that subscribe button, and becoming a player of action in this goofy and wholesome community. And with that, cut.